Hello and welcome back to another episode of the SaaS Growth Podcast. I'm your host, Carl Anderson. And today we're going to deep dive into a topic that's absolutely crucial for all SaaS businesses. We're going to talk about knowledge bases. So what exactly is a knowledge base and why should you as a SaaS founder care? Well, let me break it down for you. Think of a knowledge base as your digital encyclopedia, your go-to repository of information about your product or service. It's like having a well-organized library where your users can find answers to their burning questions without having to reach out to your support team every 5 minutes. For small companies, often the founder themselves are the support team, and in that case, it's even more critical that you have a knowledge base, as it allows you to field common queries without sinking too much of your valuable founder time, when you could be better spent assisting them in other ways like building new features or improving your sales funnel. There are three main reasons we want to have a knowledge base as a SaaS founder. One is about scalability of our support. Second is our customer satisfaction. And the third is about proactive customer education. So one question you might have is why bother investing a lot of time and resources into building a knowledge base when you could just hire more support staff? Well, this is where the magic happens. So first off, let's talk about scalability. As your SaaS business grows, so does the number of customers knocking on your virtual door. And let's face it, hiring an army of support agents might not be the most cost-effective solution. With a well-designed knowledge base, you're able to scale your support in two ways. One is to improve the efficiency of your support by allowing support agents to quickly reference knowledge bases and use that as part of their response. And the second is to encourage self-service on part of your customers, meaning they never reach your support agents in the first place. The net result here being a lower support cost per customer than if you service them through support staff alone. Next up, let's talk about your customer satisfaction. If support agents have a fault, it's that it's very difficult to have 100% uptime on support, and they are a limited resource which your users can't all access at once. So picture this. Your users encounter a pesky little bug in your software, or even a concept that people struggle to understand. If you only offer support agents, this user is looking down the barrel of several hours of wait time before having the issue resolved, when it's a problem they have right now. With a knowledge base, a user will be able to go and solve this issue immediately. As an added benefit, it is Googleable and completely indexable, meaning that they would also find this if they went to Google or other third-party sources for help. But a knowledge base isn't just about addressing issues. It's also a powerful tool for proactive customer education. You can use it to showcase your product's features, share best practices, and even provide handy tutorials that empower your users to make the most of your software. As a cherry on top, knowledge bases also do a lot to improve the internal efficiency of your business. By documenting common queries and solutions in your knowledge base, you're not only helping your customers help themselves, but you're also freeing up valuable time from your support team and, importantly, yourself to tackle more complex issues or focus on strategic initiatives. One struggle I've seen founders have with knowledge bases is knowing how to write a helpful article. Typically, when you want to write an effective knowledge base article, you need to base it off your support interactions with your existing customers. It's better to answer questions that you've already been asked because you know that those are things that your users care about and are struggling with. Additionally, the knowledge base should be searchable and it should have as few hierarchical layers as possible, ideally only 2, meaning that you have a layer of categories and then articles directly beneath that. Knowledge bases are an absolute game changer for SaaS. They're not just a nice to have, and they're something you will eventually need to do if you ever want to scale effectively. The name of game of scaling is making these sorts of upfront investments to make all future efforts to do with your support and your onboarding more effective and more efficient. It is well worth your time making that investment into a knowledge base today. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you all next week.